Hello, dear children. Today we are going to start with another lesson of GK. Lesson number 3, Sobriquets. Do you know what are sobriquets? They are nicknames of certain people, places, and things. What is a sobriquet nickname? A sobriquet is sometimes assumed but often given by another that is descriptive in nature. The term sobriquet may apply to the nickname for a specific person, group of people, or place. The definition of a sobriquet is an affectionate nickname. An example of a sobriquet is a grandfather calling his grandson Pumpkin, an assumed name. Who invented the sobriquet? Rabindranath Tagore is known fondly by the sobriquet Gurudev. He was a poet, visual artist, playwright, novelist, educationalist, social reformer, nationalist, business manager, and composer whose works reshaped Bengali literature and music in the late 19th and 20th century. Now, here are some pictures of Indian sobriquets. Now, with the help of these pictures and clues given in your book, we'll do the exercise. Mahamana, Madan Mohan Malviya, Rajaji, C. Raja Gopalacharya. Now who is this? Frontier Gandhi, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Saint of the Gutters, Mother Teresa. Lok Nayak, Jaya Prakash Narayan, Man of Blood and Iron. Bismarck, Lady with the Lamp. Florence Nightingale. Deshbandhu, C.R. Das. Anna, C.N. Annadurai. Bard of Avon, William Shakespeare. Now we'll start with the next lesson, lesson number 4 of myths and legends. Here are some who, although do not exist in reality, have captured our imagination since childhood. Be as friend or foe. In fairy tales or legend, they form a fantastic world. Can you identify them? I am a beautiful winged horse and the son of Poseidon. I appear in myths from all over the world and have been the subject of many paintings. A constellation has been named after me. Children, identify this picture. This is the picture of Pegasus. I will give you a little detail on Pegasus. What is Pegasus known for? Pegasus was an immortal winged horse which sprang from the neck of beheaded Gorgon Medusa. You might have heard Medusa's stories, like she had a head of snakes, right? If you'll search on the net, you'll get that picture. It was tamed by Bellerophon, who rode it into battle against the fire-breathing monster known as the Chimera. Pegasus was commemorated amongst the stars as the constellation of the same name. Next is, its beauty is legendary. It is a fish maiden with long flowing hair and incredible power. According to legends, it sings to people and gods to enchant and distract them and lure humans down to the underwater kingdom. Let's get the next picture. It is the mermaid. Why is it called a mermaid? The word mermaid is a compound of the Old English mere, sea, and maid, a girl or young woman. The equivalent term in Old English was merwife. They are conventionally depicted as beautiful with long flowing hair. The next we'll see who was the first mermaid. Mermaids are mythological creatures appearing in folklore across the globe for thousands of years. One of the oldest and most well-known myths comes from ancient Greece. A popular legend claimed that Alexander the Great's sister Thessalone turned into a mermaid upon her death and lived in the Aegean. Let us look at the next question. This is a fabulous bird. According to ancient Egyptian legends, it is consumed by fire every 500 years, but it rises again from its own ashes. You can find stories about it in Greek mythology. Yes, children, which bird it is? It is the phoenix. Now I'll give you some more information on this bird. What is the story behind the phoenix? The ancient Greeks and Egyptians described a mythical bird called the phoenix, a magnificent creature that was a symbol of renewal and rebirth. According to legend, each phoenix lived for 500 years and only one phoenix lived at a time. Just before its time was up, the phoenix built a nest and set itself on fire. What is the special about a phoenix bird? We'll see the speciality of it. Phoenix, in classical mythology, a unique bird resembling an eagle but with rich red and gold plumage that lived for 5 or 6 centuries in the Arabian desert. It is also known as the Arabian bird. After this time, burning itself on a funeral pyre ignited by the sun and fanned by its own wings and rising from the. It is a monster in Greek mythology with the head of a bull and the body of a man. Children, look at this picture and try to identify. It is Minotaur. How was the Minotaur born? In traditional Greek mythology, when King Minos of Crete failed to sacrifice a bull to Poseidon, the god caused his wife to lust after the animal. By it she conceived the Minotaur, a monster with a bull's head and a man's body, which was confined in a labyrinth. So, here, children, we have come to the end of chapter number 4. Please watch the video carefully and do the exercise in your GK book. We have completed in this video chapter number 3 and 4. Thank you for watching the video.